Thanks for having a chat with me, Kalli. Just wanted to ask you a bit about how your family are experiencing the cost of living crisis and the kind of things you're doing at the moment.
So it's been a real big worry on our heads, especially for me and my husband. We've got 2 children at home, but we've also got our daughter who's got a young baby as well. So we've already started months ago rationing what we're putting on our heating, and what we're putting on our meters, because obviously we're on prepayment meters, and we've started rationing that so that we can make sure that our daughter has got heating in her home. We've also made sure that everyone in the house has got a sleeping bag to go on the bed as well as a blanket. We've bought extra jumpers, extra blankets, just to try and be able to lay it up and make sure that it's a longer time before we put that heating on.
So I volunteer here at the Pantry at St George's and was chatting with members on Friday, and lots of them are on prepayment meters and are especially worried about, soon we're going to need to switch on the heating, but there's just not that extra money in the budget to put more on the meter. Is that kind of what you're seeing too?
Yeah, that's been a definite conversation going on at our pantry. People are really, really worried about what's going to happen, if they're going to get through the winter completely, and especially with those that are on prepayment meters. If you are short on money that week, that means there's nothing on your meter. So I don't know. It's just very, very hard for people, and they're just really worried.
I think one of the things we need to do is just get more money in people's pockets at the moment, so
Definitely.
you can put more on your meter.
Yeah.
There's different ways to do that, but I know many of us are on benefits, and that kind of hasn't gone up with inflation. So as food prices have risen and other prices, the benefits you're receiving just hasn't gone up. We think that's something that could be addressed quite quickly.
Yeah. I mean, they did, over COVID, they did us the extra, for those who were on universal credit, they got this extra £20 a month. And, that even just a small amount like that makes a big difference when you're living on a really tight budget.
Yeah, and we know from some of the research during that time that there was a slight shift in number of children in poverty in the UK. So when there was that £20 uplift, things were getting slightly better, and then they took that away, and obviously it's been getting worse. So that's one of the things we kind of call for immediately, is that uplift is reinstated. We've also got kids on who are living in poverty but who aren't eligible for free school meals. Particularly worried about them. Yeah,
absolutely. We're on a low income. Me and my husband work part-time, and we're not eligible for free school meals, and it just sometimes some of the rules for that are really tight. Like, if you get work and tax credit, you can't get free school meals. If you're on universal credit, the threshold is really, really low. I think it's somewhere around £9,000.
7,400. So yeah.
So that's, I don't know, it just seems ridiculous.
Yeah, one of the kind of easy first steps the government could take is just widening that threshold, perhaps to, if you've got a take-home income of kind of £20,000, but really what we want is universal free school meals, I think, for both primary and secondary children. That would just take a big burden off families.
Absolutely, and as a parent, you would know that your child's had access to a hot meal at lunch. You know that it's going to have been, and like for the schools my kids are in, I know that they are nutritious meals and that they're being well fed. And so if money's tight, it's okay if I give them beans on toast for their tea because I know they've had a good meal. So that would make a massive difference.
It'd make a difference, and it's something the government can do. It's got the infrastructure to do it. It could be done quickly and would offer a massive relief for families.
Definitely.
Thanks for talking, Kalli.
Thank you.